Hi, Chef. Good morning.
Hello, guys.
Good morning, sir.
With our book, there are several things to do. I already shared some documents. One of the documents we will be checking now. Yesterday there was this page. We read this part. Again, the answers from this, it is CEABFD. No? And if you remember the story, there were a family, there was a family, an aunt and her nephews. They were behaving badly. They were behaving badly because they were bored, they were really hot, they were desperate, they were on the train. And there was a man sitting in front of them, no? And she was telling the same story, or they knew the story. It was always boring. So the man is going to tell the story. The man tells a story about a little girl, Berta. Look at the picture and say what you think it happens, no? So let's do it together. So there was a girl. Once upon a time, there was a girl. It kind of looked like golden. This is a girl. About the birth and the Goldilocks. Goldilocks, no? Morrecitos de oro. Goldilocks. Apparently, she was really, really clever. She was the best student, the best of the best, right? Maybe at competitions. And recently, she had won an award by the King Leopold, and it was the best girl in the palace. No? One day she decided to walk through the woods, but there was or it had been a wolf. It had been a wolf behind her. The wolf was following, and she was sneaky. She hadn't noticed the wolf that there was behind her, and she was really happy, you know. And after, without noticing, the wolf attacked her and ate the little girl. So by the end, the wolf was pleased because he had swallowed the girl, and well, she died, obviously. Yeah, so that's why probably happens, no? But we're gonna hear the story of this guy, the man. So let's hear the story.
9.11 The Young Man's Story.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a little girl called Bertha who was very, very good.
Can you hear the listening, guys? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
There was a little girl called Bertha who was very, very good.
The children looked disappointed. They had hoped for a better story from him.
She was always well behaved and worked hard at school because she wanted to please her parents and teachers. She was never late, never dirty or untidy, never rude, and she never told lies.
Was she pretty?
Asked the small girl.
Not as pretty as you,
The young man said.
but she was horribly good.
The children were suddenly interested. Using the word horribly with good was unusual, and they liked how true it sounded.
Bertha was so good that she'd won 3 medals for it. One said never late, one said always polite, and the third said best behaved child in town. She wore them every day as she walked around town. so that everyone knew how good she was.
Horribly good.
Cyril reminded him.
Yes. Well, the king had heard how good this girl was, and he invited Bertha to tea at the royal palace. Bertha wore her best dress, which was very white and clean, put on her medals and walked through the woods towards the king's palace. But in the woods, there lived a big, hungry wolf. He quickly saw Bertha's clean white dress through the trees. Aha, thought the wolf. Lunch. He moved quickly and quietly through the trees towards Bertha. Bertha saw the wolf and ran, but it was difficult to run fast because of the medals. She hid in some bushes, but she was shaking with fear, and the wolf could hear the medals clinking together. He caught her and ate every bit of her, except for the medals, of course.
Oh!
Yeah. So that was the story of this of the man, no? Once upon a time, long time ago, there was a girl, Berta, who was very, very good. She was always well behaved and worked hard at school because she wanted to please her parents and her teacher. She was never dirty, she was never late, she was never untidy, never rude, never told lies. Was she pretty? Not as pretty as you, but she was horribly good. Berta was so good that she had won 3 medals for it and said never late, always polite, and the third best behaved girl in town. She worked them every day as she walked around town. For a big look, yeah, the king had heard, know how good this girl was, so she decided to invite Berta to tea at the palace, at the royal palace. Berta wore her best dress, which was very white and clean, put on her medals, walked through the woods toward the king's palace, but in the woods there lived a big hungry wolf. He quickly saw Berta's clean white dress through trees. Aha, thought the wolf lunch. Yummy, yummy. He moved quickly and quietly through the trees towards Berta. Berta saw the wolf and ran. It was so difficult to run fast because of the medals. She hid in some bushes, but she was shaking with fear, and the wolf could hear the medals clicking. No, the click. He caught her and ate every bit of her except for the medals. Yeah. So, how did you find the story? You like it? For children, not so much. But, so was it more interesting than the ant's story? Was the man story more interesting than the ant's story? Yes, no, more or less.
Teacher, antes, what does it mean well behaved?
Well behaved.
Well behaved.
Bien portada. Well behaved.
Okay.
Portada. And there is one last part of the story, so let's hear the last part of
9.12. The end of the story.
What a terrible story to tell young children.
The aunt complained.
No, it's not. It's the most beautiful story I've ever heard.
Said the smaller girl.
It's the only beautiful story I've ever heard.
Said Cyril.
Well, at least I did manage to keep them quiet for a while.
Said the young man as he got up to leave the train.
Goodbye.
Well, it wasn't final, just what it. There were comments about the story, no? So, did the children like them? Did the children like them?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, no? Okay, so as you notice, here, this was a very interesting story based on 4 pictures, no? Based on 4 pictures. So this story that the man told, um, I want you to like follow this model to do your own story. Yeah, your own story. You're going to create a story using different. Uh,
9.
if you notice, he used past simple, but not only past simple, because if we use past simple, sometimes as the children notice, it is a little bit boring. So what we need to do in a story, it is to describe as much as possible every bit of the, well, here are, as I said, the picture. You can describe them as much as possible. Once upon a time, there was a little girl, yeah, we called Berta. She was always well behaved, no? And she was never there. And then you are telling the story of the girl a little bit, no? So then one day she decided to, the king had noticed that she was the best girl in town. So he had sent an invitation to the royal palace. No? I am using here past perfect, yeah, past perfect. And adverbs like horribly, like interested, it was interesting. Um, you exaggerate a little bit about the story, no? As she walked, yeah, she wore the medal while she was doing that. You can also use the connectors that we checked previously when she, after that, as soon as, until, although, because, so, but. Okay, you can use this in order to make more interesting your story. Okay, so the script, you have it at the back of your book. Yeah, the script, you have it at the back of your book. Mhm. If you want to check that again, you can do it. Right? This story that you're going to tell me, if you want, you can choose pictures like this. You can find 2, 3, 4 pictures and describe them, no? Describe the pictures, well, describe the whole story, no? As I said, past simple, past continuous, adverbs, adjectives, and obviously our main topic, past perfect. At least 2 or 3 sentences in past perfect. Yeah, at least 2 or 3 sentences of past perfect. Okay, that would be your oral exam. Yeah, follow the model of this. Yeah, on the script here. Have it at the back. 9.11. It says 9.11. So it should be page 100. 138. 138. No? Here you have the complete story. I'm going to take a screenshot of that so I can share it. Yeah. So you can take similar phrases from here. You can invent your story as if you notice, he actually invented the story, no? Si notaron, he invented the story. ¿Vale? So that's why what I would like you to do for your oral exam will be Monday, yeah? El lunes, Monday. You have the whole day to do your oral exam. You can use my hour to do your oral exam or until the evening. You have the weekend, el fin de semana y también el Monday, ¿vale? A más tardar ese día, please. Ya no hay otros días porque el martes y miércoles, el martes es su oral exam, perdón, su written exam, ¿vale? Si podrían estar un poco antes, mucho mucho mejor para que les dé tiempo de terminar su oral exam. Acuérdense que cuando tenemos el exam hay que considerar 10 minutos antes y 10 minutos después, ¿no? O un poquito más, ¿vale? De su tiempo. Es martes. Si no pudieran el martes, miércoles es el último día para hacer su written exam, ¿vale? De preferencia, only take one day. Se los voy a abrir desde las 8:30 el examen el martes. Voy a estar aquí desde las 8:30. Se los abro, lo voy a contestar. Cualquier duda, de 8:30 a 9, 10, a más tardar, ya 10. ¿Vale?
Profe,
Ajá.
entonces el examen, ¿cómo lo va a aplicar como lo ha hecho los parciales
Ajá.
anteriores?
Sí, en test most, ¿no? En test most. Y el oral exam, it's a video, ¿no? It's a video telling your story. It's a video telling your story.
Profe, ya dijo que va a venir en el examen.
No,
Bueno, en el escrito, ¿no? Ok.
mañana no, perdón, el Friday.
Ok. Thank you.
O el fin de semana les digo, les doy una guía, ¿vale?
Teacher, entonces el video va a ser basándonos en estas 4
No
imágenes.
necesariamente. Tú puedes buscar otras 4 o otras imágenes o solamente 2 imágenes, pero decir tu historia, ¿no? Puede ser dada la historia que tú quieras. ¿no? The story
Ah,
you would like. Here,
Okay.
the purpose is to use the different sentences: past simple, past continuous, past perfect. Por lo menos 3 sentences about past perfect. ¿Vale?
¿Son necesarias las imágenes o solamente es como que referencia que usted nos está dando?
It's a reference.
Ah,
It's not
okay.
necessarily, but I don't know. For me, it will be better to have pictures because you can describe and you can remember about the picture. ¿no?
Okay, thank you.
Imágenes. You can
Es
have
más,
some notes. I mean, try not to read everything. Try not to read everything. You can have some notes. You can read a bit, not the whole story. Yeah, try to not read everything. Yeah. So that's why
es
I'm
más para apoyarnos nosotros, ¿no, profe? Las imágenes que más para usted.
Yeah,
Ah, va, profe.
exactly. More for you than me. Vale, we continue. Vamos a poner un standby here. Vamos a comenzar el primer document que les compartí. Wait, just wait a minute. Lo vamos a hacer juntos las primeras para que quede super clear. Can you open the document of past perfect, please? Okay, so this is for classroom, but we're going to start now. So past perfect is formed, remember, with had, yeah, and the third form of the verb is past participle, of course. For example, the past participle of go.
Gone.
Gone, yeah, or been, depending on the context. We have here for the action which happen before another or before a state plan. For example, when I arrived home, my sister had done housework. So here, my sister have done housework. It is past perfect. What happened first? That she did housework. When I arrived home, she finished. No, she already was like resting. No? For a complete action, I hadn't learned English in my childhood. If you want, you can write your notes here. Childhood. I hadn't learned English in my childhood. As the past equivalent of present perfect, I have never flown an airplane. Flown in an airplane. The first time I went to England. I have never flown in an airplane the first time I went to. Is the equivalent of present perfect. Yeah. These are my 3 examples. I hope you can see. So you can see. My sister. So, remember the past participle of do, don't, the past participle of learn, learn. Okay, the time expressions that we use for past perfect, it is before, after, just, yet, already, for. If you notice some of the expressions, we use it in present perfect, but also we can use it in past perfect to refer that one action happened first before another. Yeah. We have until, when, by the time, all these expressions. Whenever you see them, it's obviously going to be past perfect. ¿No? So,
Teacher,
yeah.
sorry, se le corta un poquito. O sea, sí se le entiende, pero a veces se le entiende como que muy distorsionado.
¿Sí se me entiende? Ok. ¿Me estoy cortando acá?
Un poco.
¿No?
Yo lo escucho bien, profe, pero
Es que también se escucha como muy bajito. No sé si es mi compu, pero me cuesta trabajo entender.
Yeah, so sorry,
Sí,
guys.
casi no se escucha, teacher. Váyase a su casa, teacher, allá denos la clase.
Yeah, I can't because I have another class.
No, es que usted había dicho que el internet de él está muy, muy mal.
Sí, pero ya nos dijo muchas veces
No, no te escucho, se te cortó también a ti.
que no puede él dar la clase allá.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Maybe, isn't it your internet connection, master? Internet connection, that lady?
Ya pásenos, teacher, mejor.
Vale, we have the examples here. Ya tenemos aquí los ejemplos. ¿Me escuchan los demás bien?
Igual, profe, que sí se escuchaba un poquito bajito de repente.
Ah, okay. Maybe it's my computer. O sea, no, ya quiere vacaciones. Yeah. Holiday, please.
Por 2.
The computer.
No, esa.
Okay. So let's do the first 2 examples y ustedes hacen los demás, ¿vale? Number 1, perdón. Number 1, Roxana, my plans.
My plans were dead because my neighbor hadn't waited them.
Yeah, my plans were dead because my neighbor hadn't watered them. Yeah, la segunda oración, it happened first. Yeah, más bien, it didn't happen. Number 2, I couldn't get into my flat because I had forgotten. Because I had forgotten my key. Is the correct Una más. Yes. Una más. Please, Valeria, can you read the number 3?
The teacher was angry because we hadn't come
Done.
or homework.
Correct. Okay, so do number 4 and number 5, please. Number 4, better.
The man left me his newspaper after he um,
After he
had read it.
read it. Fatima,
They go to the cinema after the film had started.
Ted.
Started, okay.
Forget.
¿Otra vez?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay, it's okay. Vale. We continue with the letter B. Write the questions in past participle. Past perfect, sorry. Tiene un ejemplo. I saw the Titanic last weekend. Entonces la pregunta aquí es, had you seen it before? Yeah. Que pongo primero la estructura de had, después el sujeto, después el verbo in past participle. ¿Les ayudo con la primera? I finished the Lord of the Rings, last week. Have you read it before? Hay que sustituir the Lord of the Rings por it. Have you read it before? Otra más, number 3. My parents were in Paris last weekend. Had they been there before? Have they been there before? Perfect. Have they been before? So do number 4 and number 5. It's number 4 and number 5.
Teacher, el 4 no sería have you eaten?
Yeah, continue.
There, be, eh, there before?
Correct.
Ay,
Thank you. ¿Alguien quiere lanzarse para la última?
Yo.
Fátima.
Had he flown one before?
Correct. Had he flown one before? Tenemos que pasar fly a pasado perfecto. Estoy subiendo ahorita algo de su OLX. Ajá. Next. It says, you write your answers. ¿Vale? Ustedes escriban su respuesta. Make these sentences into one. Use past perfect and past simple. Ya está hecho como el ejemplo aquí. It says, I turned on the light after that I got into bed. ¿Ah? Entonces, ¿qué pasó primero? The first sentence. ¿Qué pasó after I got into bed? La primera, the first action, it must be in past perfect. Por eso dice, after I had turned off the light, I got into bed. Number 2, Cindy got dressed, then she went to work. ¿Qué pasó primero? What happened first? She went to
Cindy
work.
got dressed.
Got dressed. Okay, got dressed. Entonces, esa la tenemos que cambiar en pasado perfecto. After.
Cindy had
dressed.
Rest.
Got. ¿No? Coma, she went to work. Okay, do the rest, please. Do the rest. Bueno, faltan 5 minutes. Number 3, ¿no? ¿Dónde quedaría? Miriam.
After I had read the book, I saw the film.
Ya, también puede ser. It's possible. Hay veces que primero leemos el libro, entonces puede ser posible. Muy bien. Ya, depending on you. Porque hay veces que vemos la película y luego leemos, ¿no? Pero normalmente es al revés. I have read the book, I saw the film. Number 4, ¿quién se lanza para number 4? ¿Quién quiere intentar?
Sería when Ben had copied my note.
Notes. He, continue, he.
Okay, teacher. He after.
No, sin el after ya, porque estamos usando when.
Okay. He gave them back to me.
Yeah. Correct. Okay, guys. So the last activity, the last page, it is about you choosing the best. ¿Vale? The last activity, porque ya se nos está comiendo el tiempo. Okay. Tomorrow no class because I have to go to Jujutla. Friday es nuestra última clase con repaso. No falten. Friday is the last class. ¿Vale? Es muy importante que estén aquí para el repaso. Okay, tomorrow no class because I have to go to Jujutla. ¿Vale?
Mañana sí hay clases, ¿verdad, teacher?
No, tomorrow I have to go to Jujutla.
Okay, sorry.
Friday, yes. Friday, yes.
See you,
La
teacher.
próxima clase. Bye.
Thank you, bye.